suppose that is what I was meant to find there. I like this wall pattern. I mean, it's not pattern, but like this model. The light as it passes over it looks nice. It's also not completely uniform, like there's gaps in it somewhere, you know, from one point to another. It's nice, yeah, they use like neon colors to denote, you know, where the placement of your hands and sword are to make it a little easier to follow. So they seem to be quite aware of the fact that you're a little distance away from the camera, so give the player a little extra, you know, visual to make it easier to parse. Presumably that was what I needed to find, so I can probably leave now. I don't know where the closest door is. I think it's just back one. Lanescape Torment. Yeah, I've never played that. I've heard good things, though. Do I need to hear this story again? Probably not. You could go to the flooded region, see about that. I know I have to shoot an arrow through a stone arch. Look how many of these things I've got at my desk now. No more Urn Witch. I don't think we ever need to go back to that. It's just done. It's not this. I'm very bad at remembering where these things are. Like, why make you go down and, like, why not just put this up there? So that way you can just go from one to the other more simply. Flooded Fortress? This is the final part. I don't know if I want to be going backward or forward. I'll start going backward because I think there's almost no enemies this way. Keep our eyes peeled for a stone arch. I wouldn't doubt for a second I probably missed quite a few things over here. I would have thought maybe more than one secret. Oh, apparently there's still combat happening. Or it's just that guy. Box up on a pedestal for some reason. Is that something I need to shoot at? Not really a stone arch. I can't really tell what that's... Oh, it's next to a pathway, isn't it? Okay, so probably not then. Yeah, the mace is, the point of it is it'll reveal tiles that you can walk on. Well, maybe I never came over this way. They have you do this a whole bunch of times in this zone. Whenever you hit that mace, it like sends out a reverberation. It's actually part of the boss fight as well. And then the reverberation reveals more of those stone tiles that you see in the water there. Oh yeah, there's stuff going on over here I didn't engage with. There's a sewer I've got to come out of, but where's the entrance? Might have never done that. No, apparently I've hit this lever. Ah. I don't think I knew about the sewers at the time when I did this before. So there's that. Oh, I could have leveled up while I was out before. Looks like we can grapple. But I have to get into this series, though. Oh, what's that? There's like a moon tablet over there? This seems important. How do we get to that? It's down and to the right. Gotta take quite the circuitous path to get over to it. I just came from here, I know, but I don't know how I missed it. No grapples over here. Looks like I need to get to over that spot. What's the 340 subs? That is just the subscriber goal to try and get back to financial sovereignty. Just trying to provide a daily incentive to hope people subscribe is all. So actually, to pay my bills and everything to be like in a good place, I need about 800 subscribers, so I'm not doing super hot on that front. I have savings and stuff, so it's not like I'm gonna die or anything, but just always want to be pressing in that direction whenever possible, you know? Not to beat that drum too hard. I also know that it's not, you know, super cool to talk about it all the time either. But I try not to make too much of a fuss about it, you know? I don't really run ads. I don't really do sponsored streams very often. I just want it to be a fairly chill place to hang out, and if people can support me financially, that's awesome. If they can't, I'm just happy to have people here too. What is this? Do I shoot fire at that? Oh, I missed. Nope. Do I shoot an arrow at that? I don't think this is anything. Maybe I have to reveal it. Oh, there's the stone arch. Beautiful. Alright. Looks like green. Or it's got a red flower on it. I don't know why I'd say it's... Yeah, alright. Get the last magic before I get the final health. Cool, cool. 6 charges now. Looks like there's still stuff I haven't found, though. So if I go back to the secret guy, he's probably going to tell me to come back here again. There's a moon tile here. What's that about? Ah! Oh, I didn't mean to fall in. Looks like there's more stuff down there. Yeah, I think something happens to the swamp, and then there's like a whole other bit of land that gets revealed when the water level changes. Because there was that treasure chest, and then there's all of this stuff that looks like it's hidden still. I'm not sure you can get to the place that I was trying to traverse to from now. From this point. I need to come back later, I guess. You know what? It's probably faster to just go back out this way and then take the door out. Oh, there's just a seed sitting there. What? I just walked past that multiple times and didn't even notice it. I was concerned with the bigger picture, apparently, not that seed. How silly. Right. So we always end up back in here again. Wait, I think this leads out. Which door, though? Not this door. This door? Nope, this led to an item. If only there was a shortcut you could, like, unlock a ladder here. As if it needs to be more interconnected. Going back to talking about salaries, my last job, I was paid about $50 less a month than everyone else. I was making a month like 450 US dollars in Mexican pesos. I didn't know at first, obviously. Yeah, it's nonsense. That's why workers' unions are a good idea, because everybody is kind of all in the same boat together. And if someone's paying people vastly differently, it usually gets found out pretty quick and hopefully dealt with. I'm sorry that happened. It's really unfortunate. People think they can use that implied silence as an excuse to treat people badly, and it's not okay. I want to take the door back again to find about the secrets. See what I'm still missing. It's the entrance to the overgrown ruins, or whatever it's called. Well, I understand from one side of it to say that, like, it's kind of bad manners if you know you make a bunch more than somebody to, like, flaunt that you are. But that's probably an excuse. It's sort of like, what's the word for it? Plausible deniability. That it'll also end up getting used in the other direction, too. So it's not really great. Like, if you went up to your boss and asked them how much they make, I mean, you know it's going to be more than you, because you just know how that structure works. And so, well, I guess it would be one thing if you asked them, but it'd be another if they volunteered the information, because it would come across as sort of braggadocious, right? The very place you enter the Forgotten Lands. Have you ever returned there? Perhaps once you've explored some more, I will also have knowledge with which to nourish... Okay, so that's the only other secret. The place that I entered. Which makes me think it's got to be that tower. That's the only other outstanding secret I can think of off the top of my head. Unless there's something... No. I don't think we've had any secrets under waterfalls in this game, have we? That's disappointing. It was so good, too. Maybe like the very beginning of the game, once you enter... Oh, I thought they meant specifically this area, like you entered here. Maybe I'm misreading it. That wall really looks suspect, but you told me I can trust the system, so it's not that. I have gone back to the telephone booth at the beginning of the game just to see if anything changed, and it hasn't yet. Really nothing behind those boxes. I don't know why I keep breaking them. That one's active. Already did that. I think this just leads to it. Oh, it's you again. Did I beat this guy already, right? Pretty sure I did. It resets the ladder? Ow. I get for having the knight come back that just sort of makes sense, I guess, but why reset the ladder too? Unless I haven't actually done this yet. I have. I know I have. Imagine if you went back home and the staircase is like an inch taller per step. I'm interested in this line of thinking. Why would it do that? Is this sort of like a perception thing? Oh, like an SCP that slightly enlarges your home by about an inch a year? So over the course of, you know, living in your home for 30 years, it's actually like nearly 3 feet taller. I'm interested in that. Does that mean that the home is the SCP, or do you have like a parasite that makes you perceive it? Oh. You can walk into the tower from the side? That's funny. Oh, so this... It appears that this used to be the door, or there is like a door there. Alright. Email the devs. Number 4. Apparently there is a when the imposter is sus SCP. This simple structure has a twin, a hidden secret lies within. I know. I even think I found it, but I didn't know what to do with it once I found it. I think it was all the way to the south. And then there's this door, which doesn't do anything. I still can't kill this guy, can I? Yeah, he says the same thing for most of the game. I don't know what it's gonna take to kill him. Just light him on fire. It doesn't let you do that. I mean, this kind of looks like a door, like a mausoleum, but... that's not interactive. And then there's the big door down at the bottom, which I don't know what to do with either. Perhaps late game? Where does this lead? Oh, right. Nowhere that I care about. I like that. Whatever that horseshoe-shaped thing is, that's pretty neat. I've been through that sewer already. area's not that big. I mean, it's relatively big, but it's not that big. I want to say that's the other tower. Can I shoot fire across these? It looks too low. Is that the trick? I have to figure out a way to light those, maybe. I don't really understand. Like, if this is the tower, there's no way I could get into it. It's just locked on all sides. Chad, is that the tower? Or is it somewhere I still haven't even seen? It is. Okay, so the mystery is probably about that. I need to figure out how to light that torch on the side of it. Very windy box. Heard of a hungry box, I've never heard of a windy box. Been through here several times, which leads to a shrine I've already done. It's the last secret I found. It's looking like maybe the last secret I find too. Although, again, I don't know if there's additional after the fact. That's funny if it's the last secret, but it's actually one of the first areas you can get to. How the hell do you get anywhere near it, though? I get that you could maybe get up onto this and then use your flame here, but I mean, you could probably hit this too from that point. But you can't walk on this wall. Fall? No. Was there much usage of plunge attack? Not really, it's mostly for the sewers. It seems like, in terms of combat, I mean, there is a decent degree of verticality to the game, but attacking onto things from above just doesn't really come up as much. Oh, what the hell? I found an undying blossom. It was that simple. Stagnant aura is telling of the strange state of this island. I thought there was way more to that. I was thinking you'd have to... I don't know what the hell I was thinking. You'd have to light those and then maybe some of these railings would lower? I don't really know why I would think that, because the railings have never done that. Anyway, it's over now. It didn't look like there was... Well, that's the puzzle, isn't it? This angle is perfectly obscured by the roof, so... you just walk up to it. It's a little bit deflating as a discovery, right? It's just sort of, you need to walk around something. The only reason this was a puzzle is because of the viewpoint. But you could say the same of several of the problems in this. It's not the tip the squid gave me. Right. Yeah, we're so far away now. Oh, the squid gives tips to shrines. I didn't realize they were only for shrines. I probably should have. I just figured most of the shrines were all that was left now. So there's still something I'm missing in the beginning of that town. This is not it. That's the overlooking the jar house. kind of wish there was more overworldish area that wasn't concerned as much with getting to the end of each linear zone. I think the most enjoyment that I'm taking from it is the areas that interlock together and serve like a transportational function. So that area being sort of the nexus between multiple other zones, I've enjoyed walking around that some of the most. And the areas that I enjoy the least are the very combat-heavy, it's just the linear path to get to the boss zone. Can this be a secret behind the waterfall, please? I want that. Really pretty sure this is nothing, but I'm going to throw a bomb at it anyway, even though they told me I didn't have to. Yeah. I think if this game had gone for a more open-ended approach, like more of a Zelda Overworld rather than a bunch of spokes, it could have been like a 9.5 out of 10, but as it stands, it may have dropped in my standing down to like a 8.5 or something like that. Still very strong, don't get me wrong, I like it a lot. But the structure of the game, I think, might hold it back just a little bit. I don't think there's anything in here. I mean, I know I fought the boss already. I also like how many secrets there are, but I feel like a lot of the solutions to them were a bit deflating, because the rewards don't feel as substantial. You know, the collecting the shinies just to have another box ticked on the menu here is like... I mean, it's fine, but it doesn't feel like a big reward compared to, you know, finding a new weapon or something that changes the way the game works slightly. The various spell upgrades and all of that. I'd almost rather have done the combat for those trinkets rather than the spell upgrades. I want those to be rewards for finding big secrets, actually. But that's just my own personal thing. Yeah, the crow's great. In fact, the world building in general is pretty cool. I think the story being told here is fairly interesting. Yeah, I don't know where there could be a hidden thing here. Can it just be behind the waterfall? Can I just... Oh, I believed for a second. Did you believe with me for a second when it went past and it didn't immediately bounce off? Let's try this one too, just to be thorough. Oh. Oh, I'm sad now. This one's too far away to even shoot at, I think. Well, maybe not from that point. I know it would be really weird for that to have made physical sense, but I don't mind if it did it anyway. We almost had a beautiful waterfall puzzle reveal. In fact, really lean into it and just make every single waterfall a secret. Who's gonna be mad? Would you be mad? I wouldn't. Even if it's completely expected. Although I think the most fun way of doing the waterfall reveal is when you, like, press down an old slate button, or, like, pull a lever, and then something, like a little stone slab, pushes out of the wall, which then provides cover for the water to bounce off of and reveals a doorway you can walk into. I like that a lot. That could be a fun video, too. Like, the most cliche but enjoyable fantasy tropes with puzzle solving. What a specific idea for a video. They'll just all be Zelda at this point. It's just a tour of Zelda puzzles. Puzzle concepts. The waterfall cap visor, exactly, that's right. It's not here. It can't be here. Throw top 10 in the front, you got some viral vid. Yeah, I don't think that would work, but it would be nice to believe that it could. I've already thoroughly explored this particular spot, so what the hell? You know, it's very disheartening, actually, that if Team Triple Jump can't seem to make huge YouTube numbers off of what they do, which is actually incredibly polished, like top 10 videos, insightful commentary on very particular specifics in the gaming industry, I don't know why they're not huge. They've done all of the things that in my head, if I was working to the absolute brink of what I was capable of, I would aspire to do what they're doing. And they still only have like 170-something thousand subscribers last I checked. They should have absolutely a huge channel. They're hilarious people, they're charismatic, they have good speaking voices, their production value is very high. There's like nothing about them that is off-putting. So, I mean, granted, I'm not the arbiter of all taste, but in my opinion, I don't really see the flaw in what they're doing. How long have they been around? They've been in several forms in the industry, going back probably to like 2012 or so, 2014, somewhere around there. But Triple Jump, I think, has been around for 2 or 3 years now. And they've made a ton of content, too. It's not like they've been waiting or, you know, going slow or anything. They're probably missing an algorithmic puzzle piece. That's probably true, yeah. Which is bullshit. They shouldn't need that. You can tell I'm a fan, also. Don't think I've heard of them before. Look them up. I think you'll probably enjoy it. Probably the easiest thing to start watching them on is to watch the Worst Games Ever series. They play a lot of, like, older console games and that. Things that were, like... Well, they specifically say they're not the worst games ever, but worse than most. And they have some really funny bits that come out of that have sort of built upon each other over quite a while now. What's funny about the Worst Games Ever series, too, is it started 2 channels ago and has actually jumped with the people involved across multiple channels. So they have references that go back quite a ways that... I can see why that would be off-putting, actually, if you don't get the references. The humor might not always land as much. But over sort of learning more about them, it's, you know, it's fun. They probably do better if their thumbnails have reaction faces. I think they just don't want to succeed that way, which I am proud to say that that's, you know, a rare... Well, I'm proud that they don't want to do that. It makes me want to root for them even more. No, they don't really do arrows and circles. They just kind of want to do... like, pop journalism, I guess you could call it. It's like... Sometimes they do things that are more of a deep dive and more insightful, but a lot of the more casual stuff is what you would expect from, like, pop journalism, like top 10 lists of things. But very entertaining. I'm not trying to demean it or diminish it. It's very entertaining. And some of the topics are things that I wouldn't have even thought to rank. Yeah, I'm getting confused as to what I could need to find here. He has nothing new to say ever. The clue is... it's in the entrance to this area. Oh, no worries, Grateful Zed. Enjoy. About the tunnel. I thought I've checked all the walls already. It's surprisingly narrow. Just walked into everything. I don't know if there's really room for there to be another shrine over here. The entrance to these lands. This is the entrance to these lands. But I've just gone through it multiple times. Wait, did I just misread it? Is it really just the entrance to the whole game? Okay, we're gonna have one last bowl of soup so I can read this one more time. The very place you entered these forgotten lands. Oh. I guess I assumed when they said these forgotten lands that I took the these to mean literally here. But it's called like the Forgotten Graveyard, isn't it? I'm also gonna get that level while I'm here. 1580. I can get the final point in dexterity. You know, why not? Make my sword slightly faster. That's the fastest it goes. Oh no, it's the Lost Cemetery in the Grove of Spirits. Okay, so I was actually wrong. It wasn't even called that. Was there something called Forgotten, though? I thought there was Forgotten in somewhere. Could it be in the tutorial area? I don't know, let's just peek here while I'm here. Nothing here seems to have changed. Oh, that's what it is. I never saw this. So this is a shrine, apparently. Or not. Well, there's a Reaper book. The removal of the legacy doors has seriously impeded my investigation of the disappearance of Reapers in the redacted region. This whole process of transferring to the new system has been a nightmare. I've found evidence that many workers were active in the region, and the orders were given to cut them off. More worrying still is that the active reaping mission in the area was also purged from the system. Somewhere out there, a soul has not been reaped on time. The recipe for disaster, that's for sure. We all know what happens to souls remain active. I think I've read that already. Did I do this? Where the hell am I going? Could I have come back this... Oh, I came back this way and forgot. This isn't it either. Bots. thought I was being clever. Yeah, I didn't think there'd be a shrine over here. Alright, so that takes me to the next presumption, which is why don't we look in the tutorial area again. I have kind of zoomed around in this zone and just hookshotted everything I could find. But it's possible I've still missed something, because this area is rather nebulous. It's quite possible there was something here that was interactive that I didn't know to look at. Oh, there's steps over there. That interests me. Oh, there's a hook. Oh, okay. I see it. See, what's funny is I saw the steps before I saw this. What does that say about me? What the hell's that? I found a makeshift soul key. Wonder who made this. Hey guys, you seen a shrine around here? Because apparently I'm still finding secrets that aren't actually the secret I'm supposed to be finding. That means I've still got an additional 4 more of those to find. Wonder what that says about my brain, that I would see the stairs before I would see the hookshot monolith kind of thing. It's like I search for the most relatable signal before I search for the more specific one. Oh, it's this! I freaking saw this before, and I knew this was here and then forgot it existed again. This, oh my god, this is how you get around to the place where the big door comes out at the end. Hooray! The last shrine. I've achieved Zen. Achievement unlocked. Hooray, I'm 6 hits McGee.